Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Moonchild Megan with Moonchild Megan Tarot. I'm here today with another deck review and I have the Wild Wisdom of the Faery Oracle. It's by Lucy Cavendish and the artwork is by Selena Fenich. It's produced by Blue Angel. These two artists and the author along with Blue Angel have also produced some other decks together. If y'all have not seen my Oracle of the Mermaids review, you can go ahead and check that out. That's one of the decks that they have together. Also, they did the Oracle of the Shapeshifters and Oracle of the Dragon Fae. But right now we're going to go ahead and do the Wild Wisdom of the Faery Oracle. This is the box, which is a typical Blue Angel box that I really like. I store my Oracle decks in their boxes, so I'm glad that they started producing these really sturdy boxes to go to keep them in. We have it's 47 cards in the deck, and it's a 175 page guidebook that comes with it. I like how Blue Angel produces these larger books like this. They're not, you're like your typical little white books that comes with the decks, but they're, a little smaller in size, probably about half of this, and they're chunkier. And I don't like those because they're just a lot harder to read. The print is extremely small, but this is basically, the same size as the deck itself, a little bit larger maybe. And I just think it's a good sized guidebook to use, especially if you want to just read it, and just go through it. So show you a little bit about it. She tells you a little bit of introduction as to what fairies are. Let's see what else she's got in here. How you could communicate with the fairies in their realms, who and why you would connect with the fairies, which anyone can connect with the fairy. About their energies, beliefs of fairies, how to work with the fairies, and when to work with the fairies, like different types of the moon cycles and things like that. Different types of fairy symbols. Let's see what else. Signs that they're with you, a little bit about the fairy realm. How to connect with the fairies using this particular deck. Questions to ask. Reversals. Different spreads to use with the cards. And then she gets into the interpretations of the cards. Each one in the deck is going to have the number. It's obviously in numerical order. The name of the card, the little description that is also on the card, a small picture of the card, a description of it, a divinatory meaning, and then the reversal. And then it goes a little bit into the author herself, the artist, and some other decks that they have done together. So all in a nutshell, that's about 175 pages. So let's get into the deck itself. I love this portion of the back, the artwork on the back. I'm not a fan of borders, and this is your typical, your typical Oracle sized deck, which are large for my hands. So I typically, if they have borders like this, I trim them off. I'm not a fan of gold on top of that, so I think the gold trim is probably going to go along with this white border. But I really do like this this lilac color that they have here, and the fairy symbols and such that they have on the back. The cardstock itself, it's pretty, thin in my opinion, but that's okay. I like the flexibility that it has with it. It allows for, a really decent shuffle. It's obviously glossy, so there you go on that. So like I said, I'm not a fan of the borders, so those most likely will go. I may do a deck modification review on that, because I do like to trim the borders. So I like the fact that they're not Roman numeral numbers. I like that they have numbers, because I have some Oracle decks that don't have numbers, and it could be pretty confusing at times. But the artwork in this deck is really, really nice. It slightly reminds me of, and her name is just leaving me at this moment, but I know her first name is Amy. Y'all probably know it, but she does a lot of fairy type things. It's more on the darker side. Some of these are very lighthearted like this, and some are very dark, and I think they go great with the descriptions of the card. So anyway, you have the name of the card as well, and then the brief description here at the bottom, which I think is helpful if you're not one to always want to refer back to the guidebook. So if you just need a quick little, spurt on what the card represents, then that's really great, especially for beginners with Oracle decks. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into that. This is number 1, 3 graces. Cooperative ventures with friends, joy, sharing, new partnerships that are fun. Solace, return to nature, tree wisdom. Natural remedies and flower essence. That tree is so beautiful. Riddle fisher, divination, seeking out and finding answers. Story keeper, tell your story. Legacy, write your wisdom. Secret doorway, working with intuition, second sight opening. Dimensional doorways. Dark moon, maturation, growing up, introspection, know thyself. Fairy wishing well, manifestation, expectations, offerings. Cry for nature, mourning for something sacred which seems lost. Silver sisters, time to take protection from toxic thoughts and energy. The unicorn and the maiden, communication with unicorn, purification. Woo, tongue-tied today. Undercover action. Barnabas and the Prince, adventures, discovery, travel, meeting destiny. Gossamer princess, communication, relationship work to be done. Love the colors in that. Catch me, trust, surrender, leap of faith into the unknown. Very Fool-like card. Light the darkness. Ancestors, ancestral line, generational shift. Stolen in her sleep. Unaware, unconscious, unawakened. Her special place. Find your own safe place, inside and out. Definitely love the colors in that as well. Acorns and invitation, touch, exchange, connection. Handsome fella there. Scared to fly, the right moment, sensing out the right timing. Fairy tales, letting go, detachment, moving on. The littlest fairy. Appreciate the beauty and value of the exquisite and small. Crystal magic. Creation, dawn, the beginning. Snail's pace. Slow down, grounding. Listen for the heartbeat of the earth, substill energies. Follow me. Come, this is your invitation to enter the realm of fairy. So I'm going to pause for a moment and talk to you guys about this card. This is obviously the one on the front of the box and the one on the front of the guidebook as well. But you see this number here? I see a lot of synchronicities as far as numbers go. And I've been noticing the number 23. I can't even describe how long, probably months now. And I keep trying to figure out what it means to me. The typical meanings that I've seen online just didn't resonate with me. But now I know. I have seen this number so many times. This particular card, from what I've read in the guidebook, tells me that The fairies have been calling to me, and I need to listen to them and listen to their messages and seek their guidance and their help in my personal life. So I think that's what drew me to this deck, not just the artwork and things like that. So this card, when I was flipping through, when I first got it, before I decided to do the review, I was just drawn to this card tremendously, and it all made sense. So I'm super excited to, start doing some personal readings with this deck and see what other messages these beautiful fairies have for me. So that's my take on that one. Golden Gift. Magical help is on the way. The Grail Fairy. Fertility, the return of life, health, life cycles. Little Boy Blue. Dreams come true, return of the soul. Carry Me Home. Support, time to be carried, allow others to help. Once was innocent. Knowledge means change. Into the Woods. Stranger in a strange land. New experiences. Feeling uncertain. Transition zone. Far, far away. Creative daydreaming. Beauty and the Beast. Unconditional love. Beauty's truth. Beauty, physical pleasure, sensuality. The Merlin. Guidance, mentorship, teacher of the old ways. Glimpse. Indigo, rainbow, crystal children, and beyond. Stardust. Premonition, galactic communications, beginnings and endings. Love the purple in this. Child of the Moon, forgiveness, transcending the ego. Definitely love this card as well. She also looks like the same fairy here. So I love that because I obviously am a Moonchild. Keeper of the Secrets. Use your discernment, confined in a trusted friend, keep silent about knowledge. Green Man's Bride. Sacred union, commitment ceremony, maturing into deep relationship. Y'all, I am so tongue-tied today. Shimmer. Glamour, confidence, allure, charisma. Green Man's Door. Portals of Fairy, Wheel of the Year, galactic and Gaian entry points. Mother and Daughter. Mothering, teaching, sharing knowledge, nurturing self-worth. Dragon's Pet. Communication between species, animals, pets, magical companions, guardianship. Midnight Prince. Ask for what you want. Be honest. The Secret Path. An irresistible pull down a distant... An irresistible pull down a distinct path. Lie lines. Mystical traditions. I'm telling you, we're going to make it through. Gatekeeper. Fairy time. Time shifts. Dimensional slips. Fairy lovers. New love. Courtship. Romance. Falling in love. And last but not least, the gift. A present, an offer, nutrients, growth, and potential. Okay, so there you have it. I made it through with my tongue ties. Like I said, it's a large deck, so the shuffling is a tad bit rough for me. If I can get my fingers around it. There we go. So it's not terrible this way. I think it'll be a lot better, once I shape it on down. But you can definitely do it this way. The gloss helps it glide fairly well. Whoop, there we go. We got Beauty and the Beast, Unconditional Love. So, all right, guys. So that is my review on The Wild Wisdom of the Faery Oracle by Lucy Cavendish. The artwork is by Selena Fenech, and it's produced by Blue Angels. So if you guys have this deck or you like this deck, let me know. If y'all have a special connection with the fairies, I'd love to hear about it. Any messages that you seem to get from them, frequently, and how they've helped you in the past. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I truly appreciate all of y'all's support. And if you have any questions, let me know. I hope you guys have a good one. Bye.